come up with that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium. As always, it's me, XFL Jim.
For the love of fucking football!
Joined by the one, the only, the main man himself. It is Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms, a.k.a. the human being.
This is what happens when a guy is coming right down in your face.
That's something you would hate, too.
Shout
Shout out Young Dewey in the chat.
That'd be rough.
Today's
what's
episode, Chase, is all about hate. We're haters today.
Yeah, that's the great thing about sports is it gives you so many things that you can just hate with a passion. You know what I mean? Like, imagine just being like a music fan and just like not being able to like hate a fan base or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, hating is great. It's a great way to let off steam. We have a bracket. We have 32 things right here to hate. But before we get into that, and it's part of the list as well, Chase, today I kind of sent out the picture. It was the 1-year anniversary of our trip to Cashman Field last year where we went to Vegas. That's the last time we saw each other, isn't it, in person?
That is. So it's been a year since we've hung out, and that was a magical trip to Vegas.
It was a great time. It was definitely a journey. We got to heckle some kids. We did a little bit of hating that day. You didn't get Zoa. I got 2 of them.
That was so messed up. That was the most messed up part right there. I'm still boycotting Zoa because of it. I've never stopped. That's my new slogan is Zoa, never have, never will.
I am a little worried if like we get the official announcement that Zoa is going to be like the energy drink of the UFL, that I'm going to have to do like a full taste testing video.
I'll boycott that too. I won't watch it, Jim.
Young Dewey, what is that place? Cashman Field is a terrible, terrible field in Las Vegas. It's a multi-use field, basically an old like minor league baseball field where the XFL decided to place the Vegas Vipers last year in a last-ditch effort to kind of get them a field, and it was awful, especially the day we went. It was pouring rain, it was a muddy mess, and the seats we got were just awful because the entire Vegas sideline was just blocking the entire view.
Yeah,
the elote was good. The corn was good.
Yeah. The corn was absolutely delicious. There we go.
Oh yeah, the shirts that Chase designed with his little AI buddy.
Yeah,
we did survive.
We survived. We survived Cashman Field. Yeah, it was a weird angle to like watch a game and like you couldn't see, you were so far away from everything and you couldn't really see anything, and they decided to put a screen out, but it was on the center field wall. It was windy and it was raining. You did some really funny things during the game, which was it's just like silent during like I think either the national anthem or something, and then you just yell "Stand on me, Danny." Danny Garcia.
Like, it was after the national anthem for sure, but it was like in between the anthem and the game start. My biggest regret for that day, though, I wish we would have gotten like field passes or something, and maybe we could have talked with the Dreaditor.
Oh, that would have been nice.
That would have been sick, right?
That would have been real sick. That dude was so big.
He was huge.
I can't even remember his name now, but I do know that he was a tight end that played for Texas A&M Commerce.
Yeah, well, you know what? Next episode, I will find out who it was, because I remember the biggest disappointment. Another hater comment from us when he cut his dreads middle of the season.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Like week 6.
Wait, we were talking about Martavis Bryant. Was that who it was?
I think so.
Yes, I was thinking of the gigantic tight end the Vipers used to have, or the Vipers had.
Also. Martavis Bryant though was also the dreader because he had like many individual dreads.
He had the gigantic like big thick dreads.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he cut them off right there in the middle of the season.
Yep, Vegas Vipers. Oh, he's with the Cowboys now.
Look at that.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Chase, you ready to get into this hater bracket?
God, yes, I am.
Okay, so we're going to start us off. We got the bracket up right here. 1 seed versus the 32, Gus Malzahn versus The Rock. So for those of you who don't know, Chase, explain why Gus Malzahn is a 1 seed.
Gus Malzahn, because he set back Arkansas football roughly decades by just a really slimy move. He acted like he was going to come and coach at Arkansas, but it was just a ploy to make more money from Auburn, but right before he got fired by Auburn. And I think he's just a smarmy dick. That has a lot to do with it.
I think the definition of a snake.
Definition of just a snake in tall grass. The devil you know, Gus Malzahn.
He's going up against the 32 seed. The lowest rated seed is The Rock. And why do we have The Rock on the haters list? Would he kind of re-brought back the XFL and is sort of co-owner of the UFL? Well, he's annoying. The Rock is extremely annoying. And as much as I love that he brought back the XFL, honestly, he was probably the worst part of the XFL in 2023. Yeah. And he's very annoying.
The way he talks about things, he has very much just really got into confidence, hey, we're gonna do everything, we're gonna fix everything, we're gonna make everything better. I still, with this one, it's pretty easy for me. I think this is very easy for both of us. Yeah, if it's one, as we can see, it's the 1 versus the 32 here.
Just by osmosis, Chase, I have absorbed your hate of Gus Malzahn, and it's become my own now.
Yeah.
I hate this man more than almost any other coach in college football. And
he's got a punchable face. He's got a really punchable face.
Up next, we have the 17 versus the 16. Wet socks versus entitlement. These were suggestions from some people that I texted asking for suggestions for things that we hate.
Yeah. Wet socks are pretty bad.
I fucking hate. So the easy one for me is wet socks. I fucking hate wet socks. Literally, the second week starting the job I have now, it was pouring rain. It was the early March, pouring rain, and I come in. I had to get into a bucket truck, and it had been raining the night before, so there's about 4 inches of water in the bucket.
Ugh.
Dump in there. My socks are wet the entire day. I just wanted to kill myself.
Yeah, wet socks is rough. Entitlement's pretty, entitlement's
I hate people who are entitled.
Yeah. It's very in, though, to be against entitlement these days.
Exactly.
Wet socks is a blue blood of shit to hate.
I think we're both on wet socks here.
I think we're on wet socks.
It just puts me in a sour mood. It makes me want to kill. I just hate everything.
Yeah.
Up next, we have cold roulette tables and University of Central Florida. So I put cold roulette tables on here for the fact that there's nothing worse than sitting at a roulette table and say you've had 4 reds in a row, you bet black, guess what? There's a 5th red right there. You just can't hit no matter what. You go for the middle third, it's one of the top. You go for the bottom half, it's 0-0. There's nothing. Yeah. If you're cold at a roulette table, you just feel hopeless.
You're spread out. You got everything covered except for 0, and 0 comes up. It's just how the wheel has no memory. It has no morals. UCF though.
UCF is very hateable. That's mostly due to Gus Malzahn, but also I have UCF here not just for the Gus Malzahn factor as he is their head coach.
Yeah.
Their fan base out of all the G5 fan bases might be the most annoying.
I'm for it. For it. Yeah.
This is a tough one.
I got to go cold roulette table.
I think I do too. It's just happened too many times. I think the worst for me is when we were all in Vegas for week 1 of the NFL a few years ago. And my plane didn't leave till well after everyone else's. So I went back to the tables. After we had a very successful, nice night, I went back to the tables and just got
mollywomped.
Just got destroyed.
Yeah, there we go.
Up next, we have spines versus college football realignment.
Do you smell that? I smell an upset.
There might be an upset here. So college football realignment has been awful, always is awful.
Yeah.
And is disgusting. But spines are very hot right now, at least in our circle, for the absolute hate that we have for the backs.
Yeah, man. Because mine be fucked. And
my girlfriend's be fucked.
yeah, look at that.
And my dad's be fucked. My dad's spine's been fucked forever.
Look at that humble brag that you have a girlfriend and a dad.
I got. This really is a hater episode. I like it.
Yeah, look at I got a bitchin' dad over here. God, look at you. Sorry.
It might be spines.
I'm gonna go spines.
Especially because like any bad fall and your spine can just fuck you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't even have to fall. I was born with my spine fucking me.
College football realignment does really, really fucking suck.
It does suck though.
It sucks so hard.
Yeah.
Biggest upset of the day. Up next we have Chain Snatchers as the 5 seed and the Dutch.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. So shout out, welcome to UAB. His suggestion was the Dutch.
I quite like the Dutch and their lax stance. I mean, they're the forefathers of the lax stance on cannabis. They make a heck of a pornographic picture.
Maybe the dumbest language on the planet. Beautiful country, very nice people, and yeah, Chase is true. They do have they kind of like forwarded the lax stance on like marijuana and shrooms and prostitution. Chain Snatchers though, unforgivable.
Yeah, I gotta say, I quite love, but we're talking like Aqib Talib. But hold on. Also, when you get your chain snatched, that's kind of like how like you're pretty real at that point. Like maybe it's not a chain until it's been snatched.
Ooh. That's spitting wisdom.
What?
But how would you feel if someone just walked up to you and snatched your chain?
Like a little bitch is exactly how I would feel.
That's a very hateful feeling.
Yeah, and I like the Dutch. Fucking those guys skate fast.
They can. And they got pretty flowers and good cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go Chain Snatchers wins this one. They're very easy to hate.
Yep.
Up next, Travis Kelce and McDonald's bathrooms.
Oof.
Travis Kelce is way topical. I know if Maddie, our mutual friend Maddie Goldberg, shout out Sports Hole, was on here. Travis Kelce wins in a landslide. I don't know anyone that hates Travis Kelce more.
Yeah. I don't particularly hate Travis Kelce at all.
I'm annoyed with how fake he seems.
I am annoyed with how fake he seems. I like how his accent fluctuates depending on how popular he is and how big of an institution is paying him.
Ooh, Chris Mason chiming in. Hate hats and diners.
Ooh.
Yeah, take those hats off.
Okay. I end up leaving my hat on because I'm a douche.
Depends on what kind of diner, Chase. If you're going into like a Waffle House, hats are fine.
Yeah.
He also hates Kelce. I will also say McDonald's bathrooms, by far the worst fast food bathroom I've been in.
Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. That's got to be close to like a prison bathroom.
It's really bad.
It's not as bad as a Waffle House bathroom. I will say that though.
I don't know. I've only been to 3 Waffle House bathrooms, but I've been like, there's a McDonald's around me that's worse than any Waffle House bathroom I've been in.
It's gotta. I would take a deuce on Travis Kelce. I wouldn't take a deuce in a.
I think
McDonald's bathroom.
Does that? I think that boosts Travis Kelce. I think that makes him a more hateable guy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Up next, Porn Pops Ups as the 13 seed and Sunburns as the 20 seed. There's nothing more annoying than when you're trying to get your bean flicked or your rod stroked and just a huge pop-up comes up.
Or getting so burned that you like blister.
Yeah, I have extensive experience with both of these things.
Yeah, because I mean, how long does the pop-up last? Like until you can get like your laptop closed or until you can get it X'd out. Like,
see, that's the thing though, is they hide the X.
It's true. It is true. But the sunburn, like I've never lost sleep over a porn pop-up. Like sunburns, I've lost a lot of sleep over.
I have too. My worst sunburn was in Mexico. And I got blackout drunk, woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, and my shoulders were bubbling.
Oh, yeah.
And I just immediately went to the bathroom, threw up, which we'll have later down there, and couldn't lay down and be comfy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got burned that bad in Panama City Beach one year for fucking spring break. Yeah, I know how it is.
I will say the only other positive, hateable thing for porn pop-ups is if you're like me and you like to have multiple tabs open to like go from one video to the next, you're hitting pop-ups constantly.
See, no, I like to go through the AI suggestions and everything. Once one video finishes, I'm already looking through the recommended.
Oh, I get a whole Chase. I'll get like 10 tabs ready. I'll be like, if this one doesn't finish it, this one will. And if I don't like where this one's going, I can just jump.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and say
it's going to be Sunburns, I think, win this one.
Yeah, I'm on Sunburns.
Up next, the 29 seed Wet Cigarettes and the 4 seed Mike Florio.
Oh.
So some people might wonder why I have Mike Florio in here. Chase, I don't know if you hate Mike Florio.
He seems really smug. I will say that.
So for those of you who don't know, back in like 2020 and 2021, when the XFL was originally starting and kind of had to be shut down mid-season, Mark Florio went on a gloating tour saying there's no way that this league could run. There's no way it would have worked. He was very anti-XFL from the beginning. I also believe that's because NBC wasn't really a part of it. I hate this man I hate this man the way you might hate Gus Malzahn. I hate Mike Florio more than anyone else on the planet. This is a very personal hate for me. But also, I really hate when you have like a pack of cigs and they like fall out of your pocket into a puddle and you just wasted about $8.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day about, someone who does like the Juul pods though. The great thing about cigarettes is that like I've never lost my cigarettes because they just leaked out into my pocket.
That's true.
Like my cigarettes have never failed to work because they didn't have a battery.
You know what I've had happen though, where I have them in a certain pocket and I bend over a certain way and then I open the pack and they're all broken in half.
Yes. Yeah, that's rough too.
Oh, I'm going to say Mark Florio wins this one just based off of my hate alone.
Since I don't smoke anymore, I'm going to go Mike Florio.
Up next, the 3 seed COVID. And then this is a Chase suggests right here. If you look at barbecues and cookouts being called the same thing.
Yeah. Like
they're not.
If you get someone over to have like burgers and hot dogs and stuff, that's a cookout. You're having a cookout. If someone has been up since fucking the middle of the night, keeping the temperature on a smoker right and making like a Boston butt or a pork shoulder, that's a barbecue. There's a difference.
People that equate those as the same thing just don't really have any work ethic.
It's true.
Would you call it I would call that stolen valor.
A little bit. Calling it barbecue, stolen
valor.
Yeah,
if you're just doing a cookout and you call it a barbecue, I'd say that's stolen valor.
You've got to have been in the slow smoked shit.
But also, COVID kind of wrecked everybody's shit.
Yeah, that's true. COVID was pretty bad. So I think that's COVID all the way.
I think it's COVID for sure. I will say, aside from the XFL being shut down and my life being in shambles and me wanting to just end everything, COVID wasn't that bad for me. I was unemployed. I made a shitload of videos. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, okay.
But the fact that it shut the XFL down and also just wrecked a bunch of shit, yeah.
Yep.
Up next, these ones kind of work together. I'm glad these ones got paired up. The 19 seed Warm Beer and the 14 seed Throwing Up while sober.
That's rough.
Yeah, throwing up drunk, super easy for me. Could do it like nothing.
Are we talking like you found a old can of beer in your trunk on a hot day, warm beer?
I'd say it's either that kind of warm or like left out overnight after a party and someone just didn't put the case in the fridge.
I don't know, man. Sometimes honking while you're sober is kind of a relief,
True. The aftermath of it. That's fair.
But it sucks while it happens. It's never fun. It's never. I'm gonna go throwing up sober.
I'm probably also gonna go throwing up sober because I don't know about you, Chase, but when I'm sober and doing it, I do the dry heaves first. I have about like a minute or two of dry heaves before anything comes out, and I'm just like dying. I got like tears coming down my face. I'm sweating. It's awful.
Yeah. I cry. I definitely cry every time I throw up sober.
Same.
Like a baby.
Same. And warm beer.
Oh, God. Oh, it's awful.
Warm beer, like as much as I hate it, sometimes it does kind of like hit to get the buzz back going. I will do it.
I can tell you, I friggin' being an ultimate frisbee player and going to tournaments and stuff, I've had a lot of warm beer. I can get through it.
Next up, we have the 11 seed poop on the finger versus hair on your food.
Oh, poop on the finger. That's a drastically low, just bad seed.
So is it poop on the finger like while you're wiping it, you get poop on the finger?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, poop on the finger, hands down. That's the worst. Easy.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but hair on the food, I'm just taking the hair off. I'll keep
just
eating.
take the hair off. We'll go. Yeah.
Yeah, poop on the finger though. You can't wash that enough.
No, man. You're like, can I eat with his hand for the rest of the day? That sort of thing. That sort of question.
Yes, that is a valid question. Up next, the 27 seed kids' names these days versus ISIS. So I randomized these. Didn't see. I think we're just gonna go ahead and give this one to ISIS Chase.
Yeah, we'll have to give it to. It was a good one when I came up with it, but man.
Although some kids could be named ISIS.
That's true. That's true.
Up next, we have Disney. ISIS is a 6 seed. Disney is a 7 seed. Disney versus Iowa. I hate Iowa. But there's kind of like a mutual respect there. I really don't like Disney right now.
But Disney's all magical, and your kids always want to go there and stuff. And,
True, and I've been to Disney World, and it's a fun, magical place. Iowa sucks. It's like Nebraska, but worse for me.
I've gone to Iowa a lot. A lot of good people in Iowa.
They did invent Casey's.
They did invent Casey's, and I only go to Casey's now.
I fucking hate what Disney's done for like ESPN and movies and everything too.
Yeah, ESPN is just a weird corporate shit show now.
And I hate all these live action remakes.
Yeah.
I think Disney.
I think Disney gets it.
Disney way worse than Iowa. Up next, the NCAA targeting rule and Cashman Field.
Yeah, Chris Mason knows what's up.
He does. This is a tough one.
Dude,
is there another upset?
I think so. I think the targeting rule is pretty god awful. Like sitting through the review for it, getting the booth challenge calls for them and stuff, like for like plays getting reviewed for targeting, not when it hasn't been called on the field, and the fact that it can change a game. Like you can sit through a game at Cashman Field, but like you got a whole season of the targeting rule.
John Lewis with a great take. Cashman Field is the ISIS of venues.
We survived.
I'm with you on the targeting rule. It might be the worst rule in football.
Agree, because it comes to suspension too, and
it's a pure judgment call. It ruins the momentum of games.
Yeah,
it's the targeting rule.
Targeting rule on the upset.
Maybe Cashman's was a little misseeded just because of the recent, like it was brought up in our memory again.
Recency bias.
Up next, weddings with no booze versus cliffhanger finales.
Oh God, weddings with no booze.
I think weddings with no booze by a landslide. I've been to a couple, and they
are the worst. They are the worst
because it's not just boring. Because people who also do weddings with no booze always have, at least in my experience, a holier than thou attitude about doing it.
Yeah,
like we don't have booze at our wedding.
Me and my friend Lex had to go to a friend's wedding, and it was a boozeless wedding. And so we did it the way God intended, which was we got absolutely wrecked in the parking lot of that Baptist church before. We made like multiple stops to the liquor store down the street to get like loaded, hammering 24 ounces. It was, yeah. We made it fun.
The first one I went to, I wasn't old enough to drink, but the adults, someone did the pro move of they brought their motorhome to the wedding.
There you go.
And then the adults would just go out there because they did the ceremony and the reception at the same spot. They just kind of went out and redid the whole thing.
Yeah.
So they went and got slammered.
There you go.
Up next, it's the 2 seed Auburn versus Hearing About My Wife's Day. I think this is an easy one for Auburn.
I think it's an easy one for Auburn.
But since you put hearing about my wife's day, why don't you try and defend it?
She can hear me, man.
That's fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
Auburn was this one. Going back up, so Wedding with No Booze versus Auburn.
Oh,
that's tough. We might get a 15 seed run here.
Man.
That's tough.
Man.
So me personally, I would say Weddings with No Booze.
I hate Auburn.
You really hate. So the hate for your Auburn hate runs so deep and burns so big. Would you rather go to a wedding with no booze
than watch Auburn win a football game?
Than watch Auburn win a football game. Like
Yes.
not just a championship, but a football game.
Yeah. Yeah, just a regular, even a non-conference game.
Yeah.
Chris
Mason, of course, saying Wedding with No Booze, but this is all personal. This is our list. I think we got to give it to Auburn just for your pure hatred.
Weddings with no booze are so bad, though.
They're really bad.
Oh, man.
So I would rather watch, as much as I hate Auburn now, I'd still rather watch them win a game than go to a wedding with no booze. Because you got to sit through the whole ceremony and the reception.
Yeah, and then the reception is where it really gets awkward.
Yes, because then everyone's talking, and then the dancing starts, and it's just not as fun if you're not drunk.
Yeah, or if it's weird and it's one of those like denominations that doesn't dance, then the dancing doesn't start. It just gets like, what do? Do you have a cakewalk now at this point? What happens? I think I gotta go weddings with no booze, man.
We're gonna go weddings with no booze on this
weddings
one.
Weddings with no booze.
Oh, the 15 seed making a run. Okay, Disney versus the NCAA targeting rule. I think this is an easy targeting rule.
Easy targeting rule.
Easy. Worst rule in sports.
Worst
so
rule.
terrible. ISIS versus poop on the finger. Jeez. Ooh.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal: is ISIS has never happened to me.
That's fair. The personal experience of poop on the finger might cement them as a little bit higher.
I don't have the same personal visceral experience like I have with poop on the finger.
I think we got to give this one to poop on the finger.
Yeah, man.
As terrible as ISIS is, we could fully condemn on the Jimnasium.
And my condolences if your life has been affected by ISIS in any way, but they've never gotten to me.
Hopefully they don't get to Vaz if that's where he's at.
God,
it is unknown cave somewhere.
Stay up, Vaz.
Up next, COVID versus throwing up sober.
COVID sucks more.
I've never had COVID, so I don't know.
I haven't either, but like it lasts longer.
And I will probably give this to COVID just because I know people that have had it and still don't have their sense of smell back. And I feel like if I lost my sense of smell, I would want to die.
That's fair.
So I'm going to give this one to COVID. Sunburns and Mike Florio. I've had some really bad sunburns, Chase.
I have two.
And they suck so hard. But I might be afraid. I really love peeling the skin after.
That is a delightful treat that comes with having a sunburn. Yeah.
And Mike Florio is such a fucking rat.
And if you've ever had like a category 5 sunburn, like you get to peel that thing like multiple times.
Yeah. I fucking hate Mike Florio so much.
Honestly, outside of his takes on the XFL, which are terrible.
They're terrible. I mean, he's like milquetoast other than that.
He does have smug dick face.
Yeah. I might give this to sunburns, though. They hurt so bad. And like it just hurts to move, and you can't even like sit down. You have to like stand up the entire time.
I'm super fair-skinned, too, and just get burned with such ease. Yeah.
I think we're going to give this one to sunburns.
Sunburns.
Up next, Chain Snatchers versus Travis Kelce.
Don't they
I feel like Travis Kelce would be a chain snatcher.
He's a cultural chain snatcher.
Yeah, he is. Does that make him worse than regular chain snatchers?
I would say so.
Okay. I think we give it to him then.
I don't know, man. Like I said, if you snatch my chain, I'm gonna cry.
Ooh, Yeah, we're gonna. I'm not. Anytime you say you're gonna cry. Done.
That's good. I'm gonna cry.
Cold roulette tables versus spines.
This is hard. For me personally, I don't know.
Mason
I feel like
hates Kelsey more. By the way.
Oh wow. I gotta say, I've been broken by both of these things. You know.
I have sat at a cold roulette table and contemplated life.
Yeah.
But spines
actually,
have
you know
affected
what?
everyone I love.
I really don't ever have. So I only really play roulette when I'm with you, and so I don't have the same. Like for me, I've never really experienced a cold roulette table. I've
all
only
my
experienced
cold roulette tables have been when I'm alone.
Yeah, anytime you're with me, we have hot tables, you know?
I think we gotta go spines then. If it's the two of us, we're going spines.
So we're on spines.
They suck.
Spines are the worst.
I can't wait till you can get like a Terminator spine.
Yes.
Gus Malzahn wet socks.
Ugh.
If you got to see, if every time Gus Malzahn played and you wore wet socks, he was guaranteed to lose, would you do it? But you'd have to wear them the entire day that he played.
The entire day? And like for the rest of the season or the rest of his career?
You'd only have to do it during the season, but it would be his entire career. So every time that, say, at this moment, UCF had a game that day, you had to wear wet socks the entire day, but they're guaranteed to lose.
So if he went unvictorious at UCF, you could bet he would be fired. And if he gets fired, I'm not sure if he necessarily comes back. You know, he could go, work on TV for a little bit. You know, he
could be
not
TV.
Necessarily.
He could be a coordinator, though. Remember that.
Yeah, he could. Does have to be if he coaches in any fashion?
If he coaches in anything, it would guarantee a loss for him.
You know what? Yeah, I'd do it.
So I think that answers the question. I think Gus Malzahn is the more hateable thing.
Yeah. I think I'm with you.
Chris coming in. Cold baccarat table is worse. We need to Chase. Next time we gamble, we got to hit up the baccarat.
I have to understand baccarat.
Yeah, maybe we should try that. Maybe I'll try that on the next stream if we just try and gamble a little bit. Also, women's lame attempts to hit on you. I've never had that.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Gus Malzahn versus spines. This is a tough one. We're getting tough now.
This is introspective, like this is like how deeply can my heart hate versus how bad can I feel physically?
For Gus Malzahn to coach UCF to a national championship, but you get corrective surgery on your back that fixes it.
Say that again.
So I'm trying to get these things correlated. So get these things connected.
Okay.
In order for you to get corrective surgery on your back,
where I never have back pain again.
Where you never have back pain again.
Okay.
But Gus Malzahn goes undefeated at UCF and wins a national championship at UCF, cementing him as maybe the best G5 coach of all time.
You had to say the last part, huh?
If he wins a national championship at UCF, he's one of the best G5 coaches ever.
Well,
he would immediately get a head coaching job somewhere.
He's not G5 anymore. That's a P5.
That's true. He would just be one of the best coaches then.
Just one of the best coaches ever.
If he wins a national championship at UCF while going undefeated, he is one of the modern day best coaches. Chris Mason coming to get surgery and then
memory. Yeah,
drugs.
Right. You didn't have to add the stipulation that he becomes one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Well, how about he just goes undefeated and wins a national championship at UCF?
Listen, I watched fucking Michigan do it this year. How bad can that be?
So I think spines.
Spines
Spines have actually physically caused you more pain than Gus Malzahn has caused you emotional pain.
Yeah, what a simple fucking lizard I am, you know?
Dude,
Look at
chronic
this
pain
caveman.
fucks a person up.
This is caveman brain.
Dude.
All my things are pain or things that make me cry, like in my chain snatch.
Dude, chronic pain changes a motherfucker.
It's true. It's true.
Chain snatchers versus sunburns.
How often do I have my chain snatched? In my case, never. Because one, you'll never catch me slipping.
I think for me, it's sunburns.
It's got to be sunburns.
Because, like, for me, it's the fact that you can't even sit down or lay down and be comfortable. Like, for me, when I have a bad sunburn, I have to, like, stand up and just not have my back or any part of my sunburn touching anything.
Yeah. You remember your road rash?
Yeah, I remember the road rash.
God, that was so gnarly.
That sucked, too. I couldn't wear pants for, like, 3 weeks.
It would just stick to your pants, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I couldn't wear shoes at work. I had to wear sandals at work, and I kept getting yelled at by my bosses because it would just stick and soak through my shoes.
Oh.
It was gross. COVID versus poop on the finger.
Jeez, poop on the finger is pretty terrible.
I think for me, so neither of us have had COVID.
Neither of us have had COVID.
I think, confession. So John Lewis coming in, COVID with no smell versus poop on the finger feels like an eternal tie. It is very existential. I will say, confession time. I had poop on the finger last week. Kind of ruined my whole day.
Hey, happened to me earlier this week. That's why it's so topical. So there's a lot of recency bias for poop on the finger, it turns out. Like I said, I've never directly been impacted by the Rona.
Ooh, Chris Mason, is the toilet paper run out too? Oh, if we would have had to say like wiping with no TP.
Oh, that would have won.
That would have won.
Hands down.
Not on the list, but that would have won.
COVID killed millions of people.
COVID killed millions of people and shut down the entire economy and killed the XFL. I really do hate COVID.
Yeah, but poop on the finger, man.
Poop on the finger is awful.
It is terrible. It is a terrible feeling.
I didn't know this list was going to get this tough near the end.
You know, when you're trying to whitewash your hand, but it's like gotten down into your thumbprint.
Oh yeah, where you can just yeah.
Oh.
And then you just feel dirty the rest of the day. Yeah, John Lewis is right. COVID did kill the XFL. And that's why it's a 3 seed.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Chris coming in. I got COVID. It wasn't bad.
We don't give out health advice here.
No, we don't. I mean, COVID. Like there are different variants of COVID that you could get, and some were major, some were minor. Like some people went to the hospital, others didn't.
Yeah.
Poop on the finger, though.
Poop on the finger.
Millions of people dead. Poop on the finger.
Yeah, man. Where
I think we give it to COVID because at least poop on the finger for me, it resets the next day where I kind of
you gotta forget about it.
As soon as I take a shower and then I sleep it off, I feel good.
Yeah, I'm still in therapy dealing with COVID.
Yeah, let's go COVID.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Up next, the NCAA targeting rule or weddings with no booze. Dude, weddings with no booze might fucking take this.
Do you want to talk about a banger matchup though? A banger of like an Elite Eight? God, this is the kind of stuff. This is good second weekend of the tournament type shit right here, man.
Ugh.
That's excellent.
This is a great matchup.
Man,
I might still lean towards wedding with no booze. It's really bad.
It is extremely bad, but how many do you have to go to and how often do you have to go to them versus like how often does the targeting rule impact your life on it?
So from a pure number standpoint, I guess I am dealing with the targeting rule way more often because it happens about once a week during the season, it feels like. Minimum.
It happens to your team like one time minimum. Probably.
And I really hate the targeting rule.
And think of how many times it happens to teams that you've also gambled on.
Yes, and think about how many times it happens to your team, but not just that it happens to your team, but it's an impact player that does it. That gets called.
Yeah.
Like the leader of the defense gets called for targeting in like 3 minutes into the third quarter and then has to sit out that half in the first half of the next game.
Or it was a run play on fourth down that had no chance of making it.
Or like the receiver, running back, or quarterback ducks their head.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's targeting rule.
It's the targeting rule. Weddings with no booze. You had a fantastic run, though.
Great run.
But you've been upset by the young
The fact that they
upstart.
beat Auburn, pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Up next, the NCAA targeting rule versus COVID. I think this is where COVID has met its match, maybe.
It's possible. Because like I said, never been impacted by COVID.
We still got a college football season when there was COVID.
We still got a college football season when there was COVID.
And targeting has been fucking our stees up since like 2012.
Targeting didn't stop for COVID.
I think I got to give it to targeting. I hate targeting so much. Every time I just get pissed off.
Yeah, dude.
The more that I think about it, the more pissed off I get.
It's targeting. It's got to be.
Okay, up next. Spines versus sunburns. It came down to physical pain.
I mean, sunburns are for everybody. Spines are for some of us.
This is our list, though, Chase. And I personally, knowing you and knowing like how bad my girl gets affected by it, I would go spines.
Your special lady friend?
Yeah, my special lady. Because like it's the chronic aspect of it. The fact that it affects your life every day.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Fuck spines, dude. Why can't they just be good?
Why can't we all just be this gelatinous, you know?
Then we're going to go spines. Anything for sunburn against spine?
Sunburn had a deep run.
It did.
Went a lot further than we thought it was going to, I think.
Yeah, I didn't think sunburn was honestly going to get ahead of porn pop-ups, but it may, or Mike Floyd, good run for sunburns.
Good run for sunburns.
And then the finale is spines versus the NCAA targeting rule.
Ooh.
Oh.
So if the NCAA targeting rule wins, it means we hate that more than we hate spines, right?
Yes, this is the winner of this is the thing that we hate the most.
The most.
God, I hate targeting. Every time it's popped up now in this bracket, I just remember how much I hate the targeting rule.
You know, like the first day of the college football season, like you're gonna have people who like get in the second half because they got targeting in the bowl game.
Yep.
You know, and they're gonna talk about it a lot.
Yep.
About the targeting.
I fucking hate it.
Targeting is the worst. Spines feels like a just me kind of thing, or just me and your
it's definitely more personal.
Definitely a little bit more personal.
For me, it's the targeting. I hate that. I like almost want to break things.
It always happens at the least opportune time, doesn't it?
Every time. And even if it's not teams that we're necessarily even gambling on or rooting for, if it's an entertaining game, it just breaks up the entire like flow of the game.
I mean, these kids are trying to make it to the pros. It takes out another game where they can put stuff on tape whenever they're suspended.
Like, how many times have we been watching like a very entertaining college football matchup, and then there's a targeting call, and it just comes to a screeching halt,
and then it just shuts it down?
Yeah.
I gotta say,
is it targeting?
I can still watch football with a bad back.
It's got to be targeting.
It's got to be targeting.
The winner is the NCAA targeting rule. So they went through a gauntlet. The NCAA targeting rule went through the gauntlet of Cashman Fields, Disney, Wedding with No Booze, COVID, and then finally Spines.
Wow.
Mickey Mouse Ring, maybe? Actually, not. I mean, Wedding with No Booze is probably their hardest competition.
I think so, and just the fact, I don't know what would have stood up if poop on the finger actually would have knocked off COVID. I think if poop on the finger knocks off COVID, then we might be talking about poop on the finger.
I think poop on the finger is one who's a little disappointed with their ending, but COVID was a good matchup. Funniest moment of the tournament, probably kids' names these days versus ISIS.
What was
amazing.
one of the ones I suggested? Jackson Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, you had Jackson Mahomes. We did not get Jackson Mahomes in here. I thought Mike Floyd would go a little bit further, but that's also very highly personal to me.
Yeah.
That'll do it for that list. We will, I will get the list out there. Chase, It is time, though.
Spin those wheels.
We're spinning. We're spinning them wheels. We are slots-fluencers here.
That's right.
Oh, if Chrome actually cooperates here. Here we go. Do we have regular autoplay?
I believe so.
I think I have to hold for autoplay.
Oh, I think you'll just have to like press stop it whenever you're.
Okay.
You'll just have to press stop whenever you're ready to stop.
Okay. Oh, come on! Okay, let me figure this out real quick.
Reload it. Yeah, just reload it. I think you probably
reloaded
just had it up for a while.
Reload.
You tried to. There you go. You tried to queue it all up and you boned us, Jim.
Okay, we're good. We're good. So that's one spin. I'll just count the spins. That's 2 spins. Keep track of the spins, everybody at home.
Yeah.
3 spins. I see why you like this one. I want that scatter. 4 spins.
Oh yeah, the scatters and the bonuses are crazy. Oh, this is gonna pay huge.
Is it? $4.
I thought you were gonna get that times 10 with it, dude. I was like, that's gonna pay like $40.
6 spins. Ralph the dog saying sub Chase.
Hey, it's Tommy. It's my boy Tommy from Boston. Boston Tommy.
That was 8 spins, I think.
I was talking about Boston Tom the other day. He was such a great dude.
Yeah, you're talking about him with me today.
Oh.
Big win!
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was
Yeah,
like
dude.
15.
Used to love this game.
This is a fun one. That's got to be something.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay, $4 again. I think this is like 19.
Sure. That's gonna pay.
$3. Nice. 20.
Come on! Come on, baby! Come on!
Get it.
Come on!
Get it.
Damn it!
21. I'm gonna be honest too. I like any slot that has like these tall ones too. Something about them. I do like that.
Yeah, I got to spend an entire weekend in an embassy suite with Tommy at the Breeders' Cup a couple years ago when it was at Del Mar. He just took me in. I went to Del Mar with like literally no plan as to where I was going to stay. And
Yeah, you kind of just went there like all Wild West style.
Yeah, fortunately Tommy was there.
Woo. That was close.
Counting.
Yeah, we're at like 28 right now. 29. This is 30. 31. 32. We're gonna get it eventually. We're gonna get that scatter.
That's
a
usually
33.
a little bit.
We're gonna get it, dude, eventually. Come on, baby. I still do Chase. I'm gonna go back and clip after this episode. I'm gonna go back and clip kids' names versus ice. That was amazing.
That was very something you'd see on like a CBS clip show.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna call that 40 right there. So 10 left. 41. 42.
There we go.
There we go. 43.
I say we keep going until
44.
we get a scatter.
You know what? I'm okay with that. We'll keep rolling until we get a scatter, boys.
Let's do it.
We'll be here all night if we have to.
Slot fluencers.
It'll happen.
It's
Just gotta wait. So, Chase, how was your weekend?
It was all right. It was okay. Everyone had the flu. Everyone in the house had the flu, so
We're gonna mute that.
had to. Oh, here we go.
I was wondering if there's a way to turn that down. There's not.
There's not.
Everyone kind of had the flu.
Everyone kind of had the flu. So yeah, that went down.
Yeesh. I went to the Fawns. I went to an actual horse race this weekend.
Did you win any money on the horse? Oh, that's gonna pay a bunch.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice one. Okay, $11, not bad. Yeah, I won some money on the Fawns in races 1 and 2.
What was your handicapping method?
I just looked at the jockeys.
Okay, there you go.
I got the program from the front desk. I just looked at the jockeys.
I can imagine you just sitting like in the jockeys' changing room, like while they're getting dressed, and you're sitting there staring at them, like.
Get my magnifying glass. It's like, okay, that one.
Yeah.
So I had a horse finish second in race number 3. I was super alive for the pick 4.
Oh wow.
I was so mad.
Whew.
That's a nice little win.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get a scatter though.
And then I hit the casino and just like in and out at the roulette table. That's always super fun. I sat at the roulette table for maybe like 8 minutes and won $300.
That's a good deal. How'd you play it?
I like we usually do. I just kind of like picked a grouping of numbers that I liked,
The third,
and then kind of played around that.
Yeah. There you go. Here we go.
Dude, before I got to the table though, the 4 at that roulette table hit 3 times in a row.
Holy crap! This is gonna pay a bunch.
That's gonna be a nice one. Come on, man. $15. Let's go. We still need that scatter.
We got to get it.
We got to get the scatter. Is this a good scatter on this one?
This will be a nice one. A bunch.
Let's go. Come on, up. Scatter. We're up.
Yeah. We just got to get that scatter, man.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Damn it. That would have been the fucking one right there. God, what a... it's teasing.
It's
teasing hard right there.
It's almost there. It's on its way,
We're going to get there. We got to do... For the live stream, since we'll be doing slots then, I got to get Uncle Rico on some of these.
For sure.
His reactions to the slots are my favorite.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking scatter.
Hey, $5.
$5. I'll take $5.
Uncle Rico takes L's hard.
I don't know anyone that takes them harder.
I love him for it though.
Oh, come on. Come on! Damn it! Oh. Chase, we'll give it 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
We'll give it 5 minutes until I either get a scatter or don't. This whore that's just shining the light right at me.
That'll pay decent.
The
good news is you're not going down at all.
No, I'm staying either the same or I'm going up.
Yeah.
This light shining bitch can go away. I want the scatter.
For sure.
I want the cat lady, the cat lady, the whatever this is, and the mummy ninja.
Yeah, it's like a X-Men / Street Fighter / Mortal Kombat ripoff. It's like it's ripping off all of them all at once. It doesn't know who to rip off more.
It's trying its best here just to rip off a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the cat lady?
Yeah,
definitely Street Fighter. I definitely see Cammy from Street Fighter in that.
But you also see Rogue from X-Men too.
It's true. Son of a bitch. Give me a fucking scatter! You know what my favorite TikToks are, now that we're on like the slot topics, is to see like the old people like pawing away at the slot machines.
Just paw. Oh yeah. Just come on. Give it to me.
I love seeing that in the actual casino too.
Jim is old school. Jim will actually pull the lever over and over.
Oh, I love pulling the lever, but I also love, like, I was at the Grand Island Casino last week.
Yeah.
And I saw this old person just like pawing at the machine when they like get close to a bonus. And I was like, God, this guy is cooked.
This guy's
Come on.
Come on.
Ah! And now it puts one at the end here.
It's so close to happening.
It's just teasing us. It's so disgusting.
It's so close to happening.
This is disgusting. This is where they get you, folks.
It's starting to, it's getting down, so I think it's going to happen soon. You're going to keep getting these payouts to keep you in it, but I think it's going to happen soon. Oof.
Oh, come on, you whores! You dirty
filthy
scattering whores! Okay, that'll be a nice little get. $2. Come on! Ah! We gotta get it.
Come on.
It's not even showing up anymore. Okay, that'll be that'll be nice.
Be a nice little payout for the people.
We got 3 minutes till the scatters go away, Chase.
3 minutes? Okay, come on,
well,
man.
2.5. We gotta lock in. We have to lock in for this.
Come on.
Next time we go to Vegas, I think we will have to actually videotape us at a slot machine doing the spins.
More than likely, yeah.
Come on! This is the one! This has got to be the one! Right here! Right now! Come on! Fuck!
Oh. Sweet mother of God.
Ah! Ah!
That hurt.
That one really hurt. What happens if you get 3 big ones in a row?
I think you get paid pretty well.
I'd imagine so.
Still, you're only down like $8.
No, I'm even right now. So we're still like even to up, so we're fine.
Come on.
It's just so annoying.
Scatter.
I want the bonus for all of these. Ugh.
The cool thing about the scatter too is you can like keep getting the scatter. I remember playing this and this thing spun for like 30 minutes with just
That's the best part of any of those bonuses. You can like get those bonuses that just they like build into themselves.
Yeah, man.
After the show, I'll show you my favorite slot.
Word.
That'll just be between friends because I think it's got to be one that's in person. I don't think it's online. I don't think any of these online casinos have it.
I see.
We're on 45 seconds now.
Come on.
This is put up or shut up machine.
Come on.
It hit us with an early one, and that was it. What a bitch. And then it hits us with an end one right there. Come on. You got to be kidding me.
Come on. Ugh.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more spin after this one, and then we're calling it. Last spin. Ugh. Gross.
A gross way to finish. You can see it's a good one though. When it finally hits that scatter. When it finally hits that scatter, Jim. Yeah.
It's a very fun one. All right, Chase, that'll do it for this episode of the Jimnasium. We did our hating. Everyone got their hate out. I will brainstorm, and Chase, you could brainstorm as well for what the bracket will be next week. It is bracket season, everybody.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chris Mason coming in Batman slots. That sounds pretty fun.
Whew. I like the Crazy Rich Asians slots. I also have my honey hole slot machine at the Circa. Remember that thing?
Oh yeah.
Right up there to the right by like the VSiN window.
Yeah, that one was a great one.
Yeah. Quarter slot. Yeah.
All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Chase, anything you want to shout out before we head out?
Yeah, check out my horse racing podcast, The Notorious OTB. Check out my shirts. I got shirts for the show. They're dope. You can get them places.
Damn right. He does have dope shirts. It's a dope show. Go check it out. Check me out on Spring Fever every Wednesday. And then I'm working on something in the background, too. I got a video coming out in the next few weeks. We will see you guys next time for the Jimnasium. We love you. Bye-bye, everybody.